everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad and welcome to my November TBR. These are things that I will and want to read in November. Like I said in my non-fiction November TBR video, November is basically going to be hijacked by my work for 3 weeks. So these are things that I really desperately want to read in November and things that I'm really have to read in November because they're book club related and I have to just get them done. So first off, we'll start off with my book club reads, things that I definitely will be reading, so you can be assured that they will be on my red shelf at the end of November, and that is None Shall Sleep by Ellie Marnie. This is for my YA book club at my local bookstore, and None Shall Sleep is a bit of a thriller YA FBI crime, very intensely gory apparently, or violent or things like that, but something that's really fascinating. I've read Ellie Marnie's earlier crime works, which is basically a modern retelling of Sherlock Holmes set in Melbourne. Fantastic read, if very early recommendation for Cloak and Dagger Christmas. But yeah, so this is more of a thriller, psychological thriller set in FBI territory, so I think it's going to be really intensely fascinating. Next we have The Effortlessly Cool, Gideon the Ninth by Tasman Muir. I know lots of people have a love-hate relationship with this. Some people love, some people hate, and hopefully I'm in the love spectrum because this cover is brilliant. It's being read for my sci-fi and fantasy feminist book club, and I think it's going to be a very interesting read. We're nearly finishing this one for the year. It's not our last read for the year, but it's going to be a very interesting finish for this year. Next we have 3 books that I really would love to read but possibly may not get to in November. First off is a book that's been recommended by lots of people. It's a short story collection and by Matthew Baker, and it's Why Visit America. Apparently with short story collections it's always the idea that you get, you know, 1 or 2 diamonds in a sea of like carbonite gems. And it's, you know, you're always bound to have one that you love and the rest be a bit meh. Apparently with this collection everything is a diamond, everything is brilliant, and it's one of the most distinct, amazing collections that people have read. So I think this is going to be quite a fantastic way to really inspire my reading in November, especially when, if I can just read a short story during some of the really busier times, maybe that could be something I could find solace in, especially if they're all apparently as brilliant as they say. Next is Dolly Alderton's Ghosts. This one I really want to read because I read Dolly Alderton's non-fiction book for a book club and I really thoroughly loved it. That was Everything I Know About Love, and it was really beautiful, and I think it very much suited me because I was 29 at the time I read it, and it was from following Dolly from an age of you know, mid-teens all the way up until she's about 31 and where she finds herself in life. This one also is about a young woman who's 32 years old and she decides she might as well try internet dating for the first time, and of course the first guy that she has an interest in and they talk ends up ghosting her, and so it's an idea that she doesn't quite understand, and also it kind of ties in with the fact that her father has Alzheimer's and his memories are slowly fading away from their life and their shared experience. So I think this is going to be really interesting, a really good modern take, and I really want to see where she goes with fiction because I loved her non-fiction so much. And lastly, just because I read Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell in August, and that is her latest, Susanna Clark's latest, Piranesi, which is supposed to be very whimsical and dreamlike, so maybe I thought I might need a little bit of this in November, but I think you also have to be very much focused, so you never know, this one's probably on the bottom of the list of potential November reads. It does sound like a very good December-y, Christmassy read, doesn't it though? But yes, so otherwise I definitely want to read Susanna Clark's latest work because I did thoroughly enjoy Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell so much this year. Okay, so that is my tentative November TBR, well besides the first 2, but let me know what you're planning to read in November. Do you have a really intense work-life schedule that's kind of going to be affecting your reading like mine, or perhaps you're planning to read some absolutely amazing things in November? Let me know in the comments down below and I'll see you next time. Bye!